All right, we're here with my teacher, Mark Friedrich. We're at Milburn High School. He's going to tell us a little bit about his career and adventure ed as a whole. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Zach. Thanks for having me. Well, my career has really been two different facets because I was an elementary school physical education teacher for 9 years, and then I jumped over to Milburn High School in 2004, thinking I was going to be a physical education teacher here. And Milburn added in 2005 adventure education, and once that took off, my career path became pretty clear because I'm 100% all in on adventure education.
All right, so earlier in your career, what inspired you to teaching physical education?
Um, like any teen, I was kind of searching for my identity in high school, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to go to college, and I took a class called The Young Child. It was a childhood psychology class, and in that class, we actually facilitated and ran a nursery school program in Chatham for young kids. So that was my first opportunity of working with children. I enjoyed it, and I knew already from my childhood I love sports.
All right, during your teenage years, did you participate in any adventure-based activities?
Zach, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Everything you did was adventure based. You left your house, 9 o'clock in the morning on a summer day. You didn't return until 6 o'clock. You didn't have devices. You were out playing manhunt, kick the can, ghost in the graveyard, all over the place.
Yeah.
And everything you did literally was an adventure.
Oh, wow. So, what kind of skills can students learn in your class?
Oh, my class is skills. I'm glad you used the word skills because definitely a lot of skills are applied from interpersonal skills like cooperation, teamwork, problem solving, trust building, to technical skills, belaying, knot tying, using equipment, to climbing skills. So skills are used every day, and they're paramount for students to have the ultimate success which would be jumping off the zip line upside down and backwards, as you know.
It's crazy. It's like no other class has anything like that, you know? It's amazing.
It's a unique class, it's a unique experience, and I think that's what draws my attention so much to it. Every day, literally, no pun intended, every day is an adventure and every day is enjoyable.
So a lot of people watching here might not be from Melbourne, so please describe exactly what adventure ed is.
Adventure education falls under the physical education curriculum here at Milburn High School. It is a team building class that then incorporates climbing skills, group work, trust building, problem solving, adventuring. Students climb up to 30 feet or higher. Students go at a rate that meets their needs, challenged by choice. And we are blessed here at Milburn High School because we have 13 high elements, all right? We have 9 low elements, and we have 4 middle level elements. So there's something for everyone in adventure education to meet their needs.
At what point did you transition to teaching adventure ed, and how long have you been at Melbourne High School?
It's a great question. Anytime you enter a new setting, like coming here to Milburn High School in 2004, you want to be a team player. So when Milburn High School had the idea of adding adventure education, they of course asked the department who would be willing to go for training and take on this new challenge. I was a brand new teacher, but I had interest in this type of activity, so I volunteered mainly to be a team player and to give back to the program, but also as a challenge. I was in year 10 or 11 of my career, and I said this would be something new and exciting. So that's how I got involved, and then I took a master's program up at Plymouth State University on adventure education, and that's when I really became technically like all in and passionate, truly passionate about the program here at Melbourne High School.
All right, and what's the most rewarding part for you about teaching this class?
Is being able to teach a class where everyone can have success and doesn't necessarily have to complete something. If a student climbs up the indoor climbing wall at 10 feet, and that's the best they can do, I feel great about that because they overcame that fear. If a student climbs up, 30 feet in 10 seconds, I feel great about that too. It's giving students a different type of challenge during their already challenging day here at Milburn High School. And the last thing I would say is the camaraderie, the atmosphere, the environment that we create together, students and teacher in the class, makes it truly an amazing experience.
All right, and what kind of challenges have you endured with students over the years?
I think the hardest challenge for students or with students over the years is getting them to buy in, getting them to have trust in me, that I can get you there, I can get you to become a better climber, I can get you to become more social if you just give the process, the adventure process, a chance. Yes, some of the stuff might seem childish, might seem immature, but think about it. The ultimate thing about adventure education is we encourage students to play. And when you were little, that's all you wanted to do, but we forget about playing as adults because we're so stressed out. So seeing students come down to the course and let loose and play and relieve some of that stress from the academic world is truly one of the rewards.
Wow. So, personally taking your class, I felt that you need to be very hands-on and very focused. So what kind of things have you seen happen when a student was off task?
Well, at any point, an accident could happen. So it's a combination of teamwork. So we try to instill that you're part of a team, and if everyone's doing their job and everyone's focused, it's almost fail-proof. Accidents can happen, and you as a facilitator, as a teacher, have to be aware of that and try to make those teachable moments to prevent accidents.
Yeah. Do you have any examples?
Yeah, I do. This past fall, a student was on a climb and actually dropped several feet, and the belayer froze. But because we had the system in place, the backup belayer, who had been a veteran of my class, he quickly applied the backup brake, and he looked over at me and says, "I got you, coach." And that was a great feeling because without that student having that backup system, there could have potentially been an injury or worse. So the system is fail-proof because we work together. There's a saying in the class, and it's Ubuntu, and it's an African term, and it means I am because we are. You can't climb on your own. You need the help of students around you. You need the help of your classmates. So that's why we're all in, and everyone's on board to make it truly a unique, adventurous, fun experience for Milburn High School students.
Yeah. So what is your inspiring message to others who want to become successful, and what lessons are taught in your class to help students achieve their goals?
Definitely. One of my favorite messages that I give students is, when is the last time you did something for the first time? And it's a message I got from running 19 Tough Mudders. And when you come to adventure education, it can be daunting. Try everything. Challenge by choice. You do it to the ability that best meets your needs. And if you can only go halfway, walk out of the class feeling proud that you at least had the courage to try that new activity and you did it to the best of your ability. And I always tell students, you did it to the best of your ability because in your heart you said that's all I could give Mr. Friedrich. So when is the last time you did something for the first time? And if you haven't taken adventure education for the first time, I recommend you do so.
Yeah. So that concludes our interview today. I hope as the viewer you learned something and are interested in this class. Thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.